All right, but here we go. We don't get into it. Shouldn't be that long of an article. Americans think they need to make $284,000 a year to be happy, and they're wrong. And so is the research. I never saw that they're wrong, and so is the research. Y'all think the wrong is going to be they need to make more than 284K or less than? Let's be clear. Happiness is subjective. So you can't say people are wrong about what they need to make to be happy. But let's see, how much they define happiness in this article. And my guess is they're going to say Americans need to make more money to be happy. Assuming this is going to be involved in debt. See, I don't know why I got these advertisements on the right side. My wife must be up here on the computer. This is egregious. Look at these feet. What is that? It's not AI feet. Is it 10% off on the feet? Anyways, I guess all that guy said I need to be focused. This is by Ron Shelvin, senior contributor. Observations from the FinTech Snark Tank. And this was released on November 26, 2023. All right, here we go. Observations from the FinTech Snark Tank. How much more money would you need to make you happy? That's the question financial services firm Empower put to Americans in a recent survey, which revealed, I use Empower, rest in peace, Mint. Financial happiness means different things to different people. 2/3 of respondents associated on-time bill payment and being debt-free with financial happiness. This is why I can only laugh at people who knock Dave Ramsey. Most people's goal is to get out of debt and on-time bill payment. Essentially, they want to pay their debt / bills on time, and they want to get out of debt. That is most people's financial goals when you sit down with them. I can talk about that from a teller experience, a financial coaching experience, but most people's goal is to get out of debt. I believe all my clients but two of their primary goal was to get out of debt. So this is what people want to do. If people didn't want to get out of debt, it'd be hard for the Dave Ramsey, now known as Ramsey Network, to be successful. Most people want to get out of debt, as you can imagine how much debt Americans have. Half said happiness would be able to afford everyday luxuries without worry, debt, so, not have to go into debt for luxuries, while others said is found in spending on experiences with those they cherish and optimism for what's next. More money equals less problems. Rest in peace, Biggie. 7 in 10 respondents said that having more money would solve most of their problems. Others said that 15,000 would have a meaningful impact in their lives. Yeah, because most people got $1,000. Where's that? Is that bank rate? I guess I do need to focus. Right, my brain be. I got to pull up the art. Look, build it as you fly. Recipes, Kevin Samuels. I thought about it, so I brought it up. All right, here we go. Let me get these women off the screen. I know it's going to come no way. All right. Okay, 7 out of 10 people said, more money would solve most of their problems. A third said that 15,000 would be meaningful impact in their lives and boost their feeling of financial happiness for 6 months. For 42% of Americans, 25,000 would be needed to have an impact, but for 17%, all they would need is 5,000. Again, people don't have any money, as I've said many times on here. Americans need a lot of money to be happy. So again, I said it's going to be more than. Oh no, okay, we're going to see what it actually is. Overall, Americans, this is based off the data, said they need an annual income of $284K a year to be happy. About 4 times, today's median income. Median income is around, I think, 7-ish, I believe. 70,000. And okay, 74K. I told you I don't read the articles ahead of time. I swear to God, I don't. I don't even read the whole sentence. Men need more than twice as much, 381K versus 183K as women do. Clearly, my wife and 3 daughters weren't surveyed. Millennials put their number at a whopping half a mil, with Gen Zers and Gen Xers and baby boomers expressing a need for 125 to 30K annually. See, Gen Zers is what the Money Guy show. They call it the messy middle. You're in that 30s, 40s. That's where a bulk. What last Gen Zers, I believe, is 96. So they're not 30 yet. They're what, 20, they're turning 27 this year. Or no, they're turning 28 this year, 2024, because we're in that new year. Excuse me, they're turning 28 this year. So the youngest millennial is going to be 28 at the end of this year. And the oldest, I believe, is going to be, 44? 1981, 43. 43. All right, so millennials are in that late 20s, mid 40s, early to mid 40s range, which is where likely have a house, your kids, you've already had your kids, and your kids are starting to get up in age, more events, things like that. Expenses are at an all-time high. All right, expenses at an all-time high. Your responsibilities, your commitments, everything is at an all-time high when you're in that messy middle. As I said, the money guy show likes to call it. And on top of that, usually your friends, your counterparts in the same situation. So you're in that you just sort of transition out the wedding season, house buying season, baby shower, now you're after baby showers, got birthdays, right? Everybody's sort of doing the same thing at the same time. And I can attest to that situation. In the last, since 2018 and now going to 2025. So in that 7-year period, because we got, I believe, almost 3 weddings scheduled for 2025. Weddings, almost all these people have gotten married. Some of them got divorced, had kids, bought a house. All that stuff has taken place in less than 10 years for a majority of my friend group. So I can highly attest to this. And you start, look, as many of my friends that have kids, I said my son really can't have no friends in school because he got, we got my friends' kids' birthday parties, and my son's gonna make friends in school, and we got their birthday party too. And I'm thinking, well, I can't be buying everybody's kid a gift. That's crazy. You should buy your kid a gift. Anyways, there's a magic network that produces happiness. This is about net worth. Okay. The generations also diverge on their perspectives on what net worth would be required to produce happiness. $500,000 would make Gen Zers happy. They're about to retire. No, excuse me, Gen Zers. Gen Zers don't know what to talk about. They just got Gen Zers would need more than $500,000 because of inflation by the time they retire. Most of Gen Zers are still under 18. Baby boomers want twice that, right? Because they're retiring and it would take it to 1.7 million, right? For millennials. True. Because millennials, look, these numbers is crazy out here. We need more attractions, right? Yeah, you know where that's from. Shout out to you. All right. How things have changed. In 2019, why did I say my? Okay, anyway, 2019 study from Department 26 found that millennials don't believe in money. They believe in themselves. Who? What? All right. See how I'm supposed to stay on track when they make a statement like this? They have a link to the study. It's like, well, now I got to read the study. What? Price of happiness, desired net worth. Okay, I can barely see this chart. All is okay. 1.2. Gen Z is 487,000. Millennials 1.7. Gen X is 1.2, and then Boomers is right at under 1 million. Other findings from the study include these nonsensical results. Now it's gonna be questioned. What does nonsensical mean? Don't make sense. Yeah, no meaning. Right. 60% of millennials saying they're willing to pay. These results are sensical. They're not nonsensical. 62% of millennials say they're willing to pay $7 for a daily coffee because of the joy it brings. That's important. Okay, because if you pay $7, right, for a daily coffee, okay, and there are roughly 30 days, right, in a month, 7 times 3 is $210, right? If you could invest that $210 on a monthly basis, is this me? No, I really don't care what the guy said, but if you know me, I'm an asshole, so I'm gonna keep, since somebody said I don't stay on topic, am I now not going on topic because this article brought up, spending coffee every day, right? So that's roughly 30 days in a month, so that's 7 times 30, which is 210. I'm going to calculate, how much money you could have if you invested $210, right? Over the course of, this is millennials. So let's just say 30 years for millennials, right? Am I wrong for doing that? $210. Here we go. Let's see what it is. I mean, hey, look, $204,000 alone on your coffee trips. Now you got to continue to invest that every month. But this is what you hear some people talk about in the financial space, where you don't really see the true cost of things and how things add up. Yeah, you don't have to stop going to Starbucks, but every day, spending $7 every day when people are complaining that they have no money or living paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to paycheck, then something like spending $7 on coffee every day when you can go to the store and, significantly reduce your costs. Shout out to Graham Stephan, who got, I don't know if he has a whole bunch of videos, but he I forgot how much he spends, but he spends maybe 50 cents. I mean, might be too much, but he doesn't spend barely any money because he makes his coffee at home and he's a multimillionaire. And so these are the things where a lot of people don't see how they add up when they say don't cut the coffee. the coffee is a sign of a lack of discipline. If you're saying you have no money and you're spending $7 every day to get coffee, literally every day that says daily coffee, even if it's just 5 days a week as far as a work week, that shows a lack of discipline. So it's not more that you need to cut out the coffee in and of itself. The coffee, even though coffee is a drug, liquid, right? The issue is you need to rein in your discipline and you have consistency. You're consistent discipline about getting your coffee, but you don't see how this is adding up and impacting other parts of your finances. Because if you don't realize how this is destroying you, talking about you living paycheck to paycheck, then, when we talk about more complicated things, investing, taxes, all these other various things, you're definitely gonna have a hard time. 73% of people say they'd give up. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot reading this. They can't get the same level of joy from a $5 cup of coffee. Oh, that's what he's saying. They can't get this. How about don't spend $5 a day on coffee either? 73% of people say they give up social media if it meant financial happiness. Yeah, if you give up social media, you probably will have financial happiness because that time you're spending on social media that isn't truly benefiting you. Some people do get paid, right? Social media, leverage it. Cool. Shout out to them. But for most people, social media truly has no benefit for them as far as how much time they spend on it. You turn around, direct that time, and instead invest that time into building your skill set, improving your resume, whatever you do from a career standpoint, or something you might be trying to do a transition as far as your career. Spend that time on social instead of spending time on social media. Spend that time working on yourself. Hell, some of you just need to go to the gym and you just need to work out so you got energy to do things. With the exception of a small percentage of people, okay, again, I don't read these things ahead of time. With the exception of a small percentage of people who generate income from their social media efforts, social media participation doesn't impact financial happiness. So why ask about this nonsensical connection? See, who is this person? This is Robin, Ron. Is that a combination? I don't know about Ron on this one. Well,